You want to wholesale land, but you don't have the right contract. So guess what? You know your boy got you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to access the same contract we use for free as much as you want, how to fill it out for motivated sellers, how to fill it out for cash buyers, and if you stick around to the end, we're going to show you how to build lists to target landowners nationwide. On top of that, provide a script so you can literally talk the talk when dealing with landowners. So, you know what you need to do. You need to simply stand by. Let's get it.
Text me and I'll text you back. Text me and I'll text you back. Text me then I'll text you back. You text me then I'll text you back. Text me then I'll text you back. TikTok, you don't stop. I will help you make your paper stack. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at now? 205-964-5243. You know. 205-964-5243. You know.
Hello guys, this is Ty, aka the Flip Man. So you want to wholesale land, but you need the right paperwork, aka the contract. So again, in this video, I'm going to show you how to access the same contract we use for free, how to fill it out for motivated sellers, how to fill it out for your cash buyers. On top of that, if you stick around to the end, we're going to show you how to build lists to target landowners nationwide along with an actual script. Now, before we get into the video, please do this for me. Like this video, more importantly, share it, subscribe to the YouTube channel, tap the little bell, select all so you are alerted whenever we upload new videos like this one and when we do our daily lives on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and even Twitch at Ask Flipman. So remember, if you stick around to the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to build lists to target landowners nationwide and also provide the script whenever you're actually talking to landowners. So enough of me yapping, on to the video. Okay, so let's get over here to dealulator.com, which is where you'll find everything. So before we get into the actual contract for land, just to introduce you to the site if it's your first time here, Dealulator is where you can get a lot of the free tools and some of the tools that we use that are paid. One of them is we use PropStream. So if you want to learn how we do it, just select this button right here to start the 5-day free trial. That'll take you over there to get you signed up. Plus, we'll actually train you on it for free. But you must sign up through this site. If you don't, you're going to have to go through whatever other source that you sign up through. All right. So now you also can partner with me. You send deals through the Send Deals tab. And pretty much every decent sized city is listed here. You just select your city, fill out the form. The property must be on the contract. All the rules are here or whatever that you need. Just watch the video here and I'll explain. All right. The next thing is, a lot of people want their properties comped or just simply don't want to know if you got a deal or not. So we do offer that. So if you go to the Get Comps button, we'll introduce you to that and give you the option to be able to do that also, where we'll comp the property, come up with an ARV, and actually tell you what to offer. So watch that video there and explain how to make that happen. Okay, now whenever you put a deal together, you have to have an idea what the repair costs are. And this simple calculator helps you with that. I have a video on that also. But basically, if the house is livable, $25 a square foot. If it's not livable, $40 a square foot. But this calculator will do that for you, generally speaking. All right, here's the actual deal calculator after you come up with the repair estimate and the ARV, which you can get us to do for you. Or I actually have free videos on show you how to do that. You can go over to the actual deal calculator. So that's the option here on the calculators. So the repair calculator and then the actual deal calculator. All right, now we do have the contract for actual houses still here on the site for free. That's on their agreement forms under purchase and sale agreement. Now, once you actually have a seller in a contract and a buyer in a contract, We have our closing detail sheet here also. It just makes it easier for the title company or the closing attorney to know who's the seller, who's the buyer, the address, who's paying what, who's receiving what, namely your assignment fee, what earnest money has been paid, who's paying closing costs, and the comment there, obviously, for whatever you want to put in that section. All right, now let's get over to what you're here for, which is the land sale agreement. Okay, now I'm going to take the perspective of filling this out from the actual seller side, and then I'll go into the buyer side, which only thing you're going to be doing is really just switching positions. Okay, so obviously whenever you go here, you'll put in the seller's name, whether that's their actual name or the LLC or business entity of some sort. In most cases, you're targeting people in their name. So as far as the buyer is you, the wholesaler. You, the wholesaler. All right. And then you'll add the actual county where the property is located. And then, of course, the state. All right. You can just do AL, or you can fill out the entire state, the abbreviation. All right. And then the parcel number. Now, sometimes will have that, sometimes you don't. You really need to always try to get that when you're doing land for sure. Not so important with houses because normally it's associated with an address, but a lot of times the land won't be associated with an address. So you definitely want to get the parcel number, whether you have the address or not. So you'll put that in this area right here. So I'll just put that there. All right, the acre size. Now, sometimes it'll be 1 acre, 5, 2, or whatever. Then sometimes it'll just be in decimals. So you may have 0.25 acres, right? So you'll add that here, 0.25 acres, all right? The legal description, in most cases, you're not gonna worry about that because it's normally so long that it's just not really needed. All right, now, if you actually know the address of the property, then you'll place it here. But if you don't know the address, you can just put in here, not applicable by doing an NA, or just not known, all right, or not been assigned, just whatever you want to put there. But if there is an actual address, then you'll place it there. All right, and so Jump City, Tennessee. All right, and then whatever the zip code is there. I don't know about Tennessee zips, but anyway. So boom. All right. Okay, so the next thing, you get down here to your price. So whatever you actually, the price that the property is selling for is the number that you're going to place here. All right, so once you do that, then the next thing is, we'll just say the property is selling for $30,000. Okay, so now the earnest money deposit. So generally speaking, probably doing $100, maybe $10, just depends. But I like to do it that, and I like to add the decimal and stuff here too, the comma, and then 2 decimals at the end so it can be easily identified. All right, so I say earnest money deposit will be deposited to title company within. So normally three business days is standard. That's going to be up to you, but you may have not even selected a title company. So you may just put in here NA if you want to, and just let them know it hadn't been selected yet or whatever, but you will let them know when it does, and they can verify at that point. And the reason you do that is because a lot of times the buyer would dictate where the property actually closes. Okay, and so if that's the case, you choose a title company and they don't want to use them, then you're going to switch. But sometimes the seller will force you into going ahead and putting the earnest money deposit up. Now, if that's the situation, then what you may want to do is, if you're doing a property outside of your area, if you've never done one before, whatever the situation is, all you have to do is just go to my Facebook group, Wholesaling, Real Estate with the Flip Man, and just ask the question, what title companies or what closing attorneys are wholesaler friendly? And someone will make some suggestions for you. All right. And so you can just do it at that point if you're forced to. All right. So going back to that. So if you do know the title company, you'll put it here. But if you haven't decided, then you just put TBD down here. TBD. Okay, and if you do have the title company name and address, you put it there, but if you don't, TBD here also. Okay, and now we get down to the actual closing cost. Okay, so it says sellers to convey title to buyer by warranty deed, buyer to pay, and in most cases you're going to say 100% when you're dealing with a seller, because that's normally going to be transferred over to your actual buyer. Now, sometimes your buyer may not want to pay it all, and whenever you're doing an agreement with them, they may only want to pay 50%, or they may not want to pay any of it. So you may just put zero there, and that's just going to have to be a decision you make depending on how much money you're going to be making. But normally when you're dealing with the seller, you're going to put 100%. Now, what it does cover is that it's only covering the closing costs for the attorney fees, the title search, title insurance, any unpaid taxes, mortgages, or liens are covered by the seller, which all of this verbiage here, that's what that's basically saying there in a nutshell. Okay, so now actual closing date of title, transaction shall close on or before. So this is where you'll put your date in. Normally you're going to try to do 30, 45, 60 days if possible. So you'll put whatever date in there. So if you say June, I don't know, June 20th. All right. And then you put the year in here. Okay. So boom. So the only thing left now is just if you want, you could put in here an acceptance date that they need to accept this by. You just say, hey, you want this accepted by the May 25th, and you put in a time. Normally people just do 11:59 p.m. in whatever time zone you're in. So May 25th, you can put the year if you want to, but not necessary. And after you do that, you'll simply go down here. If you need a cash buyer and want us to help you with this, you select yes and put your email and phone number here, or you'll say no, and but you still have to put your email and phone number in here. So I'll go just put a number in here, 964-5243. All right, so once that's done, right, and all of this is filled out, so what you'll do is you'll go here and hit generate. So once you hit generate, it takes you over here to this page. It's a video if you want to watch it or whatever. Cash buyers anyway. There'll be another video probably later, and then you just scroll down. You hit download. So now that's just going to depend on where your downloads go, the way you have your laptop or PC set up. Mine's go to downloads. I'm using a Mac. You may have yours going to my documents or to your desktop or another folder. Only you will know that. So once you do that, so now you open it up. And so there it is. So it's all filled out, professional looking, like you want. And you can do a couple of things. You can go here and download it depending on the browser you're using, but clear download it, or you can just print it out if you're going to actually either put it in their hand or maybe send it in the mail or fax it. But if you're going to set it up where they can sign it through DocuSign or an electronic signature, then you'll download it and then you'll set it up in one of those platforms. What I'll do is I'll include the video for the houses, and I'll tell you where to skip forward to in the description on where to start at on the houses video, because I'm not going to include the DocuSign or the electronic signature part of it in this particular video. All right, now, so you have it filled out for the actual for the seller. So how do you fill it out for the buyer? Okay, so now when you're filling it out for the buyer, you, the wholesaler, and then the cash buyer / investor. All right, still the same county, still the same state, Still same parcel number, lot size still the same, legal description none. Then the property address is still the same, 123 Main Street. What did I say? Jump City, Tennessee. And then the actual price. Now, you've marketed the property and you have a buyer that has agreed to pay. You marketed it at $65,000. You have a buyer that agreed to pay you $55,000. So the price that would go here is $55,000. All right, and earnest money deposit, I'm going to want a minimum of $1,000, right? So, all right, and then the number of days to close. The earnest money deposit by within 3 days. All right, and then the title location, Title 1, I'm just putting that in here. Then you just put their address in here, whatever. And then again, if you're going to get the cash buyer, the investor to pay 100% of the closing costs, 100 will go there. The date they're going to close by. Normally, unless it's just a particular type of property that needs a lot of research, as far as due diligence, may need a phase 1, but normally that goes with a commercial property. But most residential stuff, it should happen fairly quickly. But I'm normally only going to give them like 10 days. So 10 days from whatever date we did this on, I'm just going to make up one here. But we'll just say April 30th. And put the year, of course. All right, and down here, then acceptance, same thing. So we'll just say the acceptance was by the 28th on this, because you got to buy it fast. All right, and so boom, so same thing. You'll go down here, you'll put in the information, hit generate. Okay, so boom, then hit download, and you open it up, and there it is. So now you have both contracts filled out. They're ready to be signed. Hopefully you already had the seller's contract signed, but that's basically how you get both contracts filled out for land. Boom, right. You're still here. So you must want to learn how to target landowners nationwide by building lists. Also, how to access the free script so you can talk the talk. But before we get into that, make sure you like this, share it, subscribe to the channel, tap the little bell, hit the all button so you are alerted whenever I upload new videos like this one and when we go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday right here on YouTube and other platforms. Also, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at AskFlipMan. So now you should see an actual video option there so you can access the list builder and the free script. Thanks, and I will see you guys on the flip side.